Hey everybody, let's get in the 45th day of this English class. Okay, we are here talking on a whatever you like to say. You can express your views and opinions here over here. And today I'm gonna talk in a way of how you think you have to pan up. You think you are panoptic person? Panoptic person? If you are in that case, you must have enough and sufficient knowledge, you know, and wisdom that can even lead you somewhere where you have to be in the future, where you deserve to be. Okay, all these things are coming through your mind, and you are actually amplifying all these things into your reality, and you are even becoming you used to be a panoptic person, and being a panoptic person, you are gaining a lot of things from the environment, and you are gaining a lot, you are sharing your wisdom and your knowledge around the environment, and that's really lucrative way to get success in life. And we all has to go uh, through this way. Only in that case we can but become really successful person. Otherwise we'll stay at the same person, and our mentality can't be changed. And what we will expect from other when we are not even hardworking, we're not even ready, we're not ready to sacrifice, we're not ready to struggle in life. And what, how we can content ahead? In that case, it can become, you can become anomic person, if you are anomic person, you can gain that kind of source. You can become if you must have to go through the towards the way where normative people are learning, gaining and sharing the guidance to the beginner or something like that. In that case, if I know we have recognized you as an anomic person, and you have not sufficient knowledge about social guidance, norms and values. In that case, people who are how uh, elder than you can gain a lot of things from those people, and then you can amplify all these whatever you have learned from those people. You can amplify all these things into reality. In that case, your knowledge will become how it will expand, and it will never decline, because you actually amplified, you have amplified all that things into reality. So that's why you are learning, and you have learned a lot here over here, and you are still perpetuating that journey towards from where you can direct your mentality, your mind, your whole purpose towards positivity, towards a successful journey. So that's why you're working on a purposeful way, and you always have to, if you can, if you feel like you are not doing, you can go ahead, or these all these things, that whatever you are doing in your life, that is worthless, it hasn't any price, and it's worthless. In that case, if you are considering all these things, yeah, at this present times, but if even you are not gaining even a little thing at this time, but with over time you will gain. You have to get, all the things whatever you have wished, you feel like it would be with you. It were you would be like that person, you were that you have, it would better if you have that things. In this way you might have wished for a lot of thing, and your wishing can came true. You'll say in the future time. Okay, so you have to perpetuate your successful journey. Even that is looking really freezing, hard is yes, or is you are making in the process of making that how scarcing, but your tedious mentality is coming between your mentality and your hard work. In that case, how you can content, you have to think that with your ethereal mentality. If you are, even you are assuming yourself as like a dedicated person, and in the at the same time you are also ethereal person, because you go through, you are also, you have all the characteristics and the features and dimensions of ethereal uh things. So that's why we have to appreciate to have that kind, you kind of person, you have with us, and we feel so proud to have with, to move ahead with you. and it's a really beneficial and lucrative things for us, and it has to be. Okay, how it is, how we take and recognize all these things in our life. Like, we don't recognize all these things like sublime, it, don't you think it's sublime? It has really extremely beautiful and inspiring uh, meaning. You don't know what is actually happened, what is actually what's the inner meaning behind. So you have, if you want to go ahead, in that case we have to have knowledge about it. Only in that case we can move forward with positivity and towards lucrative things, and that is the process where we actually have to be. Where we have even you have been somewhere, and you are not there. You is if you were still at that time at the place, locations or anything like that, but you are thinking that it would be better if you could that person, if you would that if you would have that person, that things. But actually you are, if you are working for that, and in that case you will get everything in your life, and you don't need to what feel it's for it's restless or really anxious. You don't need to go even it's paradox, and how people are saying it, they even feel it's perplexed, but after being exhausted, or depressed, you will just and restless, you will just have knowledge and wisdom, and the experience, the ultimate eternal experience, which can lead you and your which can make your every activities, your discipline, your vision, your strategy, that can change into reality with your own views and opinions. In that case, how you can treat yourself, don't you think about in that way? You have to think. Only in that case you can go move forward. Otherwise, how? What? Otherwise you can't make your personality, your appearance like luminous. If you once you can make your every word, whatever is coming from your mind, that is luminous. In that case, that is really appreciating, and it has to be. So always follow the way of sublime, or if something is how Dionytic, in that case you have to fulfill and complete your if you can't get engaged in the finishing of that kind of activities, or that kind of duties and responsibility and obligations, in that case you can't be a follower of the Dionytic thing. In that case, you can't able to gain the experience what you have to actually gain in your life. So always go through this path and way. Only in that case your life will become so sparkling and luminous. And I used to say it, and I'm still saying here, and I'm experiencing it, and I'm saying towards the viewers, and really bright what person who are here over here, and they are watching to this channel, and they are gaining. I hope a lot of people are connected with me with this channel, and they will gaining the experiences through this channel, and I recommend you to stay with me until the end of this video. Okay guys, okay, you think it's really harmatic? What kind of benefits and what kind of difficulties and obstacles, and what that kind of issues you have been embracing, or you used to embrace, or you had feel a lot of pressures on your shoulders, on your mind, and you feel like you couldn't go ahead, but actually you came here up to here. In that case, you must have the experiences that can lead you towards positivity, so you must have to think in that way. Only in that case, what you will have you will have everything really lucrative, and even a lot of situation and conditions come ahead of you like a Dionytic thing. In that, even in that case, you won't feel it, because you are actually what the follower of other person who is actually here to express their opinions and views without any hesitation and awkwardness and embarrassment. And you don't need to be feels, but you don't need to be like a person who feels same. Don't ever feel same, bro. If you go, it is better to have a same, and it is not. It's really how really incredible to have same that feel embarrassed and awkward. Even say a little out, which is really informative. In that case, you must have to able to say and express that views and opinions of ahead of that person. Only in that case, how that will as recognize as meta note